And is it true you wrote the Die Hard isn't a Christmas movie line for Bruce Willis?
Yes.
No.
Yes. And like when I pitched that in the room, we were all trying to most of the time, like everybody writes jokes into a bank, and then you kind of get assigned people. And I had to fight to get jokes about football for Peyton. Like people were like, no, they don't care about that he played football. I'm like, that's all they care about. Like, he doesn't just do insurance commercials. So anyway, I had to fight for that. But I was assigned to Peyton because I was the only writer in the room that knew anything about football and the only woman on the staff.
Right.
So that was, So you
got that.
So I got that. But so we ride into a bank and then you normally take jokes from the bank and create a script for someone, and then you work back and forth. Well, with Bruce Willis, we all created his final thing together as a room. And we were like, everyone was pitching ideas for the last thing for him to say, which is usually just kind of like a wind up. And I pitched it, and then everybody in the room was like, oh yeah, that's perfect. And then like, that's how, it was not like, there was no argument in the room. Like, that's not true. It is like no argument. Bruce likes it. He says it.
He liked it.
Loves it. He thought it was hilarious. Like everything. He offered me a ride on the motorcycle from Pulp Fiction. Like it was.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Zed's chopper?
Yes.
What happened?
Because he drove in on it.
Yes.
And for rehearsal, he's like, he's a very charming man. And again, I'm the only woman around, so the odds were good in my favor that he would talk to me.
The ratio
was in my favor.
Yes.
And I told him the odds are good, but the goods are odds. Sorry, sir. And then anyway, he pulls up in the motorcycle, but I had my back turned, and he was like motioning for me to come on the motorcycle, and I'm like, just head in the clouds, looking around, probably trying to think of another joke for whoever. And then I missed my chance. He moved on. But he
liked the joke of saying that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
Yes, he loved the joke and said it, and we never thought anything of it. We never thought it would turn into anything. And then the very next day,
you are.
I was very wrong.
I, not even knowing you wrote it for him, saw it. And immediately sent it to you, Jake Tapper, everybody saying, see?
Yeah.
So I have to ask, did he, there's truth in every joke. Did he believe it? What do you think?
I don't think he cares.
Come on.
I don't think he has
So at the time, you didn't get a sense of like, I love this. This is great because I believe it is not a Christmas movie.
He didn't expand on it. He never said anything. He was just like, yeah, this is great.
I had to dig deep on this.
I think he has bigger fish to fry.
Yes. No, I know that.
But you had me call into the show and talk about it right after that. Jake Tapper still texts me about it. And he's always like, Holly, her name is Holly.
I know, yeah.
It's like that's his biggest sticking point. But like, no.
Holly. He leans into the microphone to say that her name is
Christmas
Holly on
is
purpose.
just a backdrop to raise the stakes.
Yes.
That's the only but it's not a movie about Christmas. It's a movie that takes place at Christmas time.
But he'll also say, isn't there a miracle at the end? There's a miracle. It's a Christmas miracle. It's about redemption. Yeah. It's about he has literal stigmata. His feet are bleeding. His hands are bleeding. Like, I mean, good Lord.
What more do you need?
Happy
my
Hanukkah,
God.
Jake.
Men will convince themselves of anything.
Oh no. And he'll talk about and the writer says
the
it's
writer
a Christmas
says
movie.
It is.
All right.
Yes.
I took my shot here.
Great movie.
One more time with you on this program. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.